No, but the thing is that a lot of...
Right, if I record myself?
Sure.
Get it to balance.
A lot of people don't observe that holiday, so we should be good.
Yeah.
So I have to do a traffic hit at 5 after.
Okay.
And then they'll be to us.
You got questions?
Us. Yeah, so basically, what are you doing out here today? What's the reception been like so far?
Okay.
So I'm going to tweet that picture of you guys now.
Perfect. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the T in LGBT, and then talk about the good news, the human rights.
For sure.
But then the bad news, we're not there yet with health and vital stats.
Okay, perfect.
Maybe a quick plug for the new Jennifer McCreath Foundation.
Okay. What's the Jennifer McCreath Foundation?
I'm basically going to create a nonprofit that's going to carry on doing the type of advocacy work I've already been doing.
Okay.
Taking trans rural.
Okay.
Go to the little towns.
Oh, okay.
Bring a trans flag, meet and greet. Even LGBT. Like, nobody was doing a Pride in Grand Falls, so I phoned and said, I'll come and organize a Pride event for you folks. So we're going up to Gander in Grand Falls tomorrow.
Oh, that's exciting.
Working with the Women's Center.
Oh, one second now. Sorry. Hey, Ken, I'm with Jennifer as well, too, so whenever you guys are ready, we're ready. Sure thing. Alrighty. Not too bad, Maggie. Very quiet out here on the streets today. Of course, it is Orangeman's Day, but you do still need to feed the meter, so make sure you remember that when you head downtown. And that hasn't stopped the construction work on the roads either, so I'm still on Prince Philip Parkway right now, just in the parking lot of the Federation Building, actually. So again, if you are heading east, it's down to 1 lane, and if you're heading up on the Trans-Canada Highway today as well, if you are heading westbound, there is some road work going on, some repaving work. About an hour and a half ago, they were by Paddy's Pond. So safe to say that they'll be in that area for the rest of the morning. And there's still some scratch and patch going on the Outer Ring Road. There's some patches taken out there, and that work's expected to take about 10 days, according to the Department of Transportation and Works website. Maggie? That's right. That's right. Okay, we're coming up now.
Okay. Probably cause an accident.
Pardon?
We're going to cause an accident.
Nah. You'll give me something to talk about if you do.
Yeah.
So you have the pride flag and the transgender flag.
Yes.
Okay.
And
How many people do you have there? About 8?
8 now, a couple more coming.
Say about 10.
Yeah.
Hi. Alrighty. Thanks, Maggie. Yes, we are right in front of the Confederation building. There's about 10 people holding pride flags and transgender flags right on the corner of the Confederation building, right on the parkway, trying to raise awareness. And I'm with Jennifer McCreath right now. She is a member of the trans community who regularly comments on trans issues. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Great, thank you. So what made you organize this walk?
Several things, actually. One, I want to make sure people don't forget that little T at the end of that LGBT acronym and remember that sexual orientation and gender identity are different things. We love Pride Week and we're excited to be here. At the same time, we're also here to raise awareness of some of the challenges we face. We've had an amazing year. For the first time ever, a conservative government gave trans people human rights here in Newfoundland, Labrador. And to make it clear, this is not necessarily a political protest. Some of us actually do support this government, including me. I'm a Steve Kent man, actually. But there's still some work to be done. We have a healthcare policy that's not quite up to where we want it to be in terms of the best practice of the other provinces. And the vital statistics. A lot of us can't even get our IDs changed, and it's pretty tough living life in society when you don't have IDs that match who you are.
So why do you think it's important to have a walk just for trans issues as opposed to the whole community, LGBTQ?
Well, I think it's an opportunity to put that spotlight specifically on the trans issues. We're far outnumbered among this LGBTQA, etc. community, and I guess it's a way to, embrace the uniqueness of the trans issue. It's also an opportunity for people who are not trans. We refer to them as cis, C-I-S people. We all have gender identities, whether we're trans or not. And it's an opportunity for allies to come out and show support and be part of this movement. A lot of activists say we all should be one big happy family, so here's an opportunity to prove that. The walk is important to me as well. There's only ever been trans marches done in major cities, Ottawa, Toronto, and Vancouver, so for St. John's to be the fourth, I'm really excited about that.
So how many people do you expect to be out in this walk today?
Hoping to get 20 people maybe. I mean, it's the problem with the community is there's so few people who are willing to be out. There's still this fear of coming out publicly, and I can attest to it. You come out as trans, immediately you're going to be scrutinized. People are going to think you're mentally ill. They don't understand what's going on. It's really just an ignorance where people don't really understand what the issues really are. Heck, 5 years ago there was nobody but me standing up, so I'm glad to see that we've got a batch of people willing to say, yes, there is a community here. You don't have to leave. You can transition here, and that's part of our health concern is we don't need to be sending people to Toronto for medical assessments anymore. We've got doctors here in Newfoundland that can do that job, and that's part of the policy we're fighting to change.
Now, you did say that there are some issues, like you were saying, with government documents that don't exactly match who you are. Do you feel like there's been a lot of positive change, though, over the years since you were the lone person talking about trans rights?
I think so, and I think that the movement's just gradually grown. I mean, one way to get action changed is to file complaints and go to the human rights tribunals, and that has happened in Ontario and Alberta. I personally have had sex reassignment surgery, but a lot of trans people either don't want it or can't get it. The loopholes to jump through, that's too much to ask for changing an ID. It's not about your sex, really. It's about gender identity. To me, it's a privacy thing. If you go to the bank or if you go to the airport, you shouldn't have to out yourself as trans every time you flash your ID. And that's why I think it's essential that we have IDs that match who we are. And I guess one other comment on the Human Rights Commission. I'd like to see our Human Rights Commission have a little bit more teeth. Because I went to them 5 years ago with a complaint about the healthcare system, and they said, this is a systemic issue, Jennifer. We only deal with individual cases. Basically saying as long as everybody's equally discriminated against, it's okay. That's not the way it works in other provinces, and it's not the way it works with the federal government.
All right, so today you want to highlight some of those issues, and the walk starts at 9. So what is the route that you'll be taking?
We're just going to do a walk around beautiful Kent's Pond Trail. I'm a marathon runner by trade, so I've been around that pond many times. I'm not quite as great as I used to be, but it's not a parade, and it's not really a march. It's just a walk. It's just trans people and their friends going for a walk in the park. That's what we do. We're regular, everyday people. We have jobs. We have families. We have pets. Some of us like music. Some of us like sports. Some of us love the government. Some of us don't. It's just an opportunity for us to get together, and that's part of what I wanted to do here as well, is build that community, if there's trans people hiding out there, here's an opportunity to come out and be in a safe space, hang out with other trans people, and get to know that you can make a good life of things here.
All right, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
And good luck. That was Jennifer McCreath. She is the organizer of the NL Trans Issues Demonstration and Walk today. Thank you. Okay.
That was really good.
Perfect. Thank you
Thanks
so
for coming.
much.
Yeah, glad to have you.
And I just tweeted out that picture if you want to retweet it for you guys.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
We shall do that.
Good luck. Thank you for speaking with me.
Wonderful.
I
I'm
appreciate
so glad
it.
you guys came out to cover this.
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
You going to be here for 10 o'clock too? Or someone?
I'm not quite sure. I'm only on the radio side of things, so I'm not quite sure about
Oh,
TV, but
okay.
they may. I'm not quite sure. All right.
Thanks, Ariana. Ariana Kellen, CBC Radio. I'm Jennifer McCreath. Thanks for watching. I guess I should say the date. It's July 14th, 2014. St. John's, Newfoundland. Raising awareness for trans issues on the radio. So glad that they invited us on the radio because people need to hear this stuff. It's important stuff. Thanks for watching.